Hi, Abhishek. Am I audible?
Hi, ma'am. You're audible.
Okay. Just introduce yourself.
Good evening, ma'am. My name is Abhishek Ganeswati. I completed my Bachelor of Engineering in Computer Science from USM Somsekhar Kottewala Institute of Technology with the CGPA of 8.83. Along with academics, I have completed Java Full Stack Web Development at TAP Academy, where I worked on Java, HTML, CSS, and backend on Spring Boot Hibernate. I also worked on projects, ma'am, like food delivery app and AI assisted examination online examination system. And I enjoy the learning of new technologies. And I believe in key of success, ma'am. I believe
Mhm. Yeah, I can hear you. Just a moment.
this is my short introduction of about me, ma'am.
So basically, as I can see, there is a core Java and front end as well. You have learned, right?
Uh,
React
yes,
and JS.
React this is
Okay.
not, ma'am, basic and SQL also, ma'am. MySQL. I know about
Yes.
MySQL database.
Okay, great. So basically, we'll start with the object-oriented programming. So what
Yes,
is
ma'am.
JVM?
JM is a Java virtual machine, ma'am. It will convert the intermediate language into binary language, ma'am. Means binary languages contain only zero and ones. For a computer will only understand binary language, ma'am. That's why JVM will convert into intermediate language into binary language, ma'am.
Hmm. Uh, are you aware about the concepts with any kind of examples?
Means what, ma'am?
Basic, we can say the basic pillars of object-oriented programming.
Basic pillar of object orientation have four, ma'am. One is the encapsulation, another one is the inheritance, abstraction, and polymorphism, ma'am.
Okay, could you
And
please shortly explain them?
ma'am. Then encapsulation means it's a process of providing the security of the main important object of the data, ma'am. Main object part means data, ma'am. We cannot, with the help of private key, we can give the data as a important part of the object, ma'am. We cannot be accessed directly with the help of system.println, ma'am. We can indirectly access the object with the help of getters and setter, ma'am. And inheritance
Okay.
means, ma'am, it is a process of acquiring the properties and behavior of one class by another class, ma'am. And polymorphism means two words, ma'am. Poly means many, morphism means forms, ma'am. In the polymorphism, we have created the parent class reference called the child object, ma'am. And abstractions means it is a we only show the important implementations only, ma'am. Implement details no only for exploring the necessary information, ma'am. We hide the important details, ma'am.
Okay, fine. What is the basic difference between the double equal and dot equals?
Ma'am, double equals will be compare the address of the value, ma'am. Means reference value, ma'am.
Yeah.
But
Okay,
equals
I know.
will be equals will be compare the values, ma'am. Means Abhishek. That's why.
Content, you mean?
Ha, ma'am.
Okay. So, and what is exception?
Exception means when you executing in the Java program mission, there will some abnormal termination, ma'am. Some any happening through compilation time, ma'am. User can give the faulty inputs. Then time the program will be terminate the absolute termination, ma'am. Then exception will be with the help of exception handling we can handle the abroad termination, ma'am.
Okay. And there is a types, I mean, types
Ha,
of
ma'am. There are
exceptions.
three. There are three types of exception, ma'am. You can handle the exception in three ways, ma'am. One is with help of try and catch, and is the second way is the rethrowing the exception, and third is the ducking exception, ma'am.
What we call them, like there is only basic two exceptions, like
Mm.
， , ， ， ， ， ， ，, ，, ，, ，, ，, ，, ，, ，, ，, ，, ，, ，, , ，, ，, , ，, ，, ，, ，, , ，, ，, ，, ，, ，, , , ，, ，, ，, ，, ，,  ， basic two categories of exceptions. We can
That
also
is the
call them the one of them is occurs
one is
when there is a compile. One is
a checked exception,
occurs
and
when
another is the checked exception and unchecked exception. Checked exception is a
oh,
compile time exception, and unchecked is the runtime exception.
perfect. Okay. Have you heard about a collection framework?
Yes, ma'am. Collection problem. List sets
Yeah,
and
collection.
maps, ma'am. In the lists, array lists are there and linked list. We can overcome the arrays. We can use the array list, ma'am. Array is the only, ma'am, the heterogeneous only allowed to store the data, ma'am. But in array list, we can store a homogeneous data, ma'am.
Yeah. I can see your CV. So there is a Spring REST, right?
A
So
Spring Boot, ma'am.
I see.
Spring Boot,
Okay.
Spring Boot
Spring
is
Boot.
the
Okay.
it is a framework, ma'am.
No, no, no.
With the help of
No, no, no. Sorry, just wait a minute. If you're aware with it, so have you heard about or are you aware with the MVC architecture?
ma'am. Model we control, ma'am. With the model we control, we can properly we can develop the full stack development.
So could you please shortly what is view comes under?
Use, ma'am, we use for the how is the working the website, ma'am. We can view through control access.
No, no, no. As you have see, you have divided MVC into model view and controller, right? So there is a
Yes, ma'am.
view, right? So what
Ma'am.
it exactly like? What comes under it? What technology? Like, is it like? I mean, tell me from your end.
Yes. Model is the
Is it
business
backend
logical,
or
ma'am.
front end?
It
Is
is
it
a
backend
backend,
or
ma'am.
front end? Are you sure?
To backend, ma'am, for API or database connections, ma'am. Talk to with the database or API connections, ma'am. It will help for, ma'am.
Is it UI?
Ma'am,
I mean,
oh, it is the model, ma'am. Model means we have to talk with database and API. We means we are handling a UI and presentation, ma'am, to display the data of the user, to send the user actions like clicking from input, output. It is HTML page and templates, ma'am.
mm, so okay, fine. I should try to look into camera. One more thing. Very basic. Like, what is the difference between JSP and servlet?
JSP and servlet, ma'am. Servlets means we can talk with clients and servers, ma'am. And JPG used for the integrations, ma'am. Means we have write
JSP.
some JSP, means Java servlet page, ma'am. In the JSP, we can write the Java codes and HTML codes in inside one single program, ma'am.
And what comes under servlet?
Servlets means we can use for the section management, session management, and cookie management, ma'am. Management use for you use the servlets, ma'am, to talk with one program system to another program systems, or some part of program to another part of programs.
Yeah. And what is JDBC?
JDBC is the Java database management system, ma'am. We want to connect the Java to database, ma'am. We use the JDBC, ma'am, for connection between you want to Java full stack means there is a web development also, ma'am, front end. We want to integrate
Mhm.
some details into front end, ma'am. It will store in the back end, ma'am, with the help of JDBC, ma'am. You will be
Okay.
connect the
There is some
DO implementation, ma'am. DO implementation, ma'am.
right, okay, fine. So there are basic concepts, two, three concepts, which is the main part of JDBC. One of them you have already mentioned in your answer.
What means I cannot understand you, ma'am. What about it?
Um, Connection you have said, right? So just like
Ma'am.
connection, one or two more three very important things we use in JDBC. What are those?
There are mainly five steps, ma'am, for connecting the databases and to store the databases and STP management, ma'am.
Have you heard about prepared statement?
What, ma'am? Pre- ma'am.
Prepared
Prepared
statement.
statement. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What is that?
I exactly no, ma'am, but I heard a paper set.
Okay.
It is
Have
it
you a
also
basic
for
idea about
it,
the
it will be help
difference
for the
between
connection
the
between prepared statement will be help for connection between database and Java, ma'am. Java program.
Mhm. Okay, so what is the basic difference between statement and prepared statement?
Ma'am, statement in the statement we can send the only users name directly, ma'am. And I don't know what statement and purpose exactly.
Okay, okay, fine. So this is a mostly frequently asked question in any interview if you are a Java person. So make sure you'll after the interview you'll go through it. Prepared statement, right?
Okay, yes.
Okay. What is Spring Boot?
Ma'am, Spring Boot is a framework, ma'am. It will help for the to develop the applications for auto configurations or embedded services
Okay.
or any to auto operate for dependency injections.
REST API?
REST APIs is the we want to connect with end users, ma'am. End users means it is a URL, ma'am, and means user want to interact with servers, or we want to fetch the data, we want to put the data or get the data. You use the REST APIs.
I expect one more very important point here. If you're talking about REST API, there are four main things.
That is get the data or put the data and some delete data postmans with the help of postmans.
What is the basic difference between get and post?
Ma'am, get is the fetch and or read the data, ma'am. To fetch the data from users and get the data from users, ma'am. And put is basically we want to get the data from users and then put in the serverless, ma'am. And it will be responsive for give the response to the users, ma'am.
Yeah, just a moment. Okay. So if I want to communicate, I mean, like how backend communicates with the front end.
Ma'am,
See, you
client
are
will be
using suppose Spring Boot for backend and if React or
um,
Angular in front end. So how you'll communicate them?
React JS. I don't know. Only a basic syntax I know about React JS.
Whatever it
Um,
is, like whatever it is, see, front
and
end, I'm just asking you how to connect them.
it client is requesting for any data to get, ma'am. With the help of Spring Boot, you can give the response request, ma'am. User first will request for the data, ma'am, and then with the help of what is request, we can respond with the help of servlets, ma'am.
Yeah. So basically, have you heard about JSON?
JSON, no, ma'am.
Yeah. Fine. If there is an exception in Spring Boot, how will handle it?
With the help of try and catch, ma'am, we can handle the exceptions or
Any
rethrowing the exception.
annotations you have used?
Ma'am, only a few notations I am used in REST controller at vibrate, at primary, at value. That means
Mhm.
in depth I have not learned
Okay.
Spring Boot. I mean, only I know about only basic about Spring Boot, ma'am.
So in front end, what you're confident about it?
I can create the front end web pages with help of HTML, CSS, and JavaScript.
Okay. So using React or Angular?
React, I know about basic. Angular, I don't know, ma'am.
Okay. So basically, which type of binding we used in React?
means, ma'am. What?
Okay, let's start with very basic. What is React?
React is a framework, ma'am. It will help for the import the bundles, ma'am. Means
And what is component? There is a concept of component most. What is
um,
very important when we are designing React. So what
um,
is that?
React React. Yes, I don't know about um, uh, React. Yes,
Okay. Okay, fine. So let me check your CV. Okay. There is a full stack internship. You have mentioned, right?
yes, ma'am.
So for front end, what you have learned in it, UI part, I
Only
mean.
means HTML, CSS, JavaScript only, ma'am. There is no React. Yes, in full stack.
Okay. So okay, I'll come to this. Have you heard about JavaScript closure?
No, ma'am. Mm.
Fine. Database I'll start with. What is normalization?
Normalization means you want to tables in structure way, ma'am. There is a one first normalization, second normalization, third normalization, ma'am. The three rules. With the help of three rules, you will be complete the structure of database, ma'am. Means you will be
Mm,
separate the columns and proper format. You will store the data, ma'am, in the table and rows and column wise, ma'am.
mm, just a moment. Okay. So as what is inner join and left join?
And inner join is between we have to join the two tables, ma'am, with the help of conditions, ma'am. We can join the
What what
inner
what
joins.
is that condition?
With the help of ID, ma'am, unique primary key or ID. With the help of ID, we can combine the both tables, ma'am. It will check the both the tables, which IDs are same. Then it will combined with all the tables, ma'am, with the both tables.
I'm expecting something different actually. Like if it is an inner join, then there is a records. So what are those records? Only B comes under inner join. I mean,
Inner join means is combine the two tables with the help
Mhm.
of conditions, ma'am. With the help of on condition, ma'am. To give the on condition
That's
for
what I'm
the
asking. What is that condition on the basis of what exactly?
it is the based on ID, ma'am. Where conditions means on conditions means with the help of
So,
ID or unique.
I'll give you two tables, table A and table B. So, we have to find out the inner join, suppose. So, how you'll compare on what basis?
I will check first the unique ID, ma'am. Which in both the table, which one is the unique ID, ma'am? Means primary key. Which one is the primary key?
You'll match the records, right?
Ah, ma'am.
That's what I'm expecting. Okay. So, fine. And then about left.
Left side means in the when we are combining the both tables, ma'am, it is the left side, ma'am. Left side only combine the matches. Which one is matches with left side table? That table only write the, ma'am. It will write the tables, ma'am.
Little bit confused about while you're answering. You're correct, but bit confused.
Ah.
You have said like there is a left table, all left tables,
It
right?
depends on ours, ma'am. Which one will we choose the left one? That depends on our choice, ma'am. Suppose there are two tables, ma'am. Left one is the one table and Second one is the second table two, ma'am. And we choose the table one is the left table, ma'am. Then we will check with table two, ma'am. Which one are common in the both table? Then it will be uh, create the another table and write the which one table will be matches, ma'am.
So what is stored procedure?
Store procedure help for the ma'am accessing fastly, ma'am, data, ma'am, or in out in output parameters, ma'am.
Mhm. Can you, if I ask you to write the query, to find the users will take suppose more than three orders. Will you
Ma'am.
write that?
Ma'am.
Space the chat box.
What is the question, ma'am?
Share your screen and just you can write simply in chat box. It's nothing much actually. Just type in chat box.
Question, ma'am.
Yeah, okay. So
Hello.
find the users with more than three orders. Are you getting my question? Am I audible?
Which table?
I asked, find users with more than three orders.
And users, ma'am, with more than three
More
orders, ma'am.
than three orders. Yeah, correct.
Ma'am, you can. Hello.
Yeah, okay.
Select user from user where order ID is greater than three.
We'll not use any kind of group by or user ID concept.
Group by is used
Um,
for the grouping the table, grouping the columns, ma'am. We want group.
Let me check. Equity stone. Um, Be sure. I mean, it is mean order than three orders. I mean, sorry. Does it really mean more than three
Order.
orders?
No, ma'am. Yes.
Mm, yeah. We'll move to the next question. Give me a second. So as I can see, there is a data science as well mentioned in your CV, right?
What?
Am I audible? Data science is also mentioned in your CV.
Ma'am. Some.
Yeah, AI or data science, we can say.
Ah,
So could you please tell me like the basic difference between AI, ML, or data science? I mean,
means AML is a no coding, ma'am. Means it will data science means it will predict the accuracy of the answer, ma'am. It only predict the answers, ma'am. It is not sure about
can
100%, ma'am.
stop sharing screen
Okay,
as
ma'am.
I cannot see your face. Yeah, okay. Tell me.
And ML means machine learning, ma'am. Machine learning will only predict the accuracy of the answer, ma'am. For model, ma'am. It is not be sure about the 100%, ma'am. It will be only based on the database or anything. It will be only predict, ma'am.
What is AI? You have said.
It is a artificial intelligence. It is also, ma'am, predicts, ma'am. Means what will happen in future only predicts, ma'am. It is not sure about 100% accuracy.
Yeah. Data science.
Data science means, ma'am, it is a combination of both, ma'am. We will run
Yeah,
about
but what?
NumPy. We will be handling the, ma'am, data analysis, ma'am. There are large amount of data set. With the help of data set, we analyze the data, ma'am, in Power BI, and with the help of machine learning, some algorithms, regression algorithm, and analysis algorithms.
Have you heard about the pandas used for? I mean, what is pandas used for?
Pandas are used for the mathematical operations, ma'am. For mathematical operations, we use the pandas.
Any other usage?
I have done data science in 2 years ago, ma'am, and that much I'm not remember about data science.
Okay. Just a moment. Yeah. Um, Please, yeah. As I can see, there is some project you have mentioned. So, could you please have you heard about the Docker before?
No, ma'am. No.
Yeah. Um, can you explain like AI exam, like proctoring system flow?
It allows the student to write any programming language or examination from home, ma'am. The system will be monitoring the prevent for cheating, ma'am. I built using Spring Boot and HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and with the help of Java also I had developed this. When the examination starts, the browser will take the entire width of the screen, ma'am, and it's turn on the camera also, ma'am, for preventing the cheatings available. If anyone want to minimize or switch the tabs or any cheatings are happening, then it will be automatically submits, ma'am. And there is a one code editor, ma'am, that student can be write the codes, ma'am. And the every 2 seconds or 2 minutes it will be automatically saved, ma'am. And after a student submitting the code, I given the Gemini API, ma'am. What will be done Gemini API means, if Gemini will be check the codes, ma'am. Both and I given the first codes and student written codes. It will check the both the programs, and it will be pass the test case. There are some test cases with the help of Gemini API. Which one test cases password will be shown, ma'am. And I use the SendGrid software, ma'am. SendGrid means it will help me send the emails, ma'am. Student can written can after submitting the test, and I will get the message from Syndicate API ma'am. Syndicate API means with the help of student name USN, and the written test will be I'll get with the help of Syndicate ma'am. And this project is all hosted on the render also ma'am, with the help of environmental key and API keys ma'am.
Okay. So, any challenges have you faced while, I mean, in
Session
your
management
project?
ma'am, to handle the session for ma'am, because I want separately submitted student details ma'am through email ma'am. That's why I use it as session management ma'am. There is a very difficult to maintain the each student session for different.
We worked on deployment
Ma'am,
previously.
with the
So,
help of render I have deployed the project.
any challenges you have faced while deploying?
Ma'am, it is a API key ma'am, the environmental key ma'am. It you directly return in the program for API key, it will not be uploaded on render ma'am. We want to API convert into API key into environmental key, then environmental key put in our program, then it will be host on the render.
Okay. Okay. So, mm, we heard about the API integration.
What ma'am?
API integration.
No, no.
API
Uh,
integration.
PI integration.
Yeah.
No, no.
As you have mentioned deployment, right? So, I mean, I asked you about the
Um,
deployment challenges you have faced.
Deployment means
So, I,
I hosted on render,
I
ma'am.
see.
That way I return deployment.
So, I was expecting related to any issues or challenges you have faced about the API integration as well. But fine. And have you heard about the cosine similarity?
No,
Okay. Could you please shortly tell me like what you have worked on the front end part?
in project or ma'am or generally I learn.
Anything like from I mean uh, I mean like professionally or in what do you know about the front end? Like whatever knowledge you have, shortly tell me.
Ma'am, in front end I used some tags, ma'am, for developing the web pages, ma'am.
Mhm.
There is some basic tags, format tags, and semantic tags, and I use it in selectors in CSS, ma'am, for design for the web pages.
Okay. Okay. Yes, that's it. Yeah, worked on.
Ah, ma'am, only selectors and grid and box model and flex box.
Mhm. Just a moment. Could you please shortly tell me more about the REST APIs?
Means at REST APIs help for the to interact with the two softwares, ma'am. For client side
Okay.
also, must server side also, ma'am. This is
If
a
it is
REST
about
controller. हाँ ma'am.
Mhm. Okay, got it. If it is about the UI components, so comes about HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, right? So could you please shortly tell me what do you know about it?
UI components, ma'am.
Yeah, I mean HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. What do you know about it, or any your basic experience?
So I cannot understanding, ma'am. Whatever tell you.
Please just tell me whatever you know about the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. What do you
Only
understand
basic
from them?
how to layout the pages, ma'am.
Yeah,
How
just
to
basic.
and I learn about tags. Many tags I learned like semantic tags, navigations bar, and inline elements, block elements, and formatting
Mm-hmm.
tags. In
Mm-hmm.
CSS, I use it for the coloring styles map. It is a style set map. And HTML is an interpreted language map. Interpreted language means it will the executed by line map. And I
So
use
suppose
some selectors.
okay, got
Okay.
it. So suppose I give you a scenario like there is a URL, right? Any
Um,
URL. Or suppose there is a login page. Just
okay.
example, there is a username, there is a password, and then you will enter into something, any of system, right?
Forms.
So I'm just giving you scenario. So if
Okay.
it is so, then just imagine that front page where you are entering username and password, right? And then you'll click
Um,
on hit the button of login. So
um,
what is the role of HTML and CSS in that scenario?
Means I want to create first form, ma'am. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I
We're
will
getting
create
my
a first.
question.
No, ma'am.
No,
I'm
no,
not
no, no.
getting.
I'm not asking you what you'll do here. I'm just
Um,
asking you, suppose there is a screen. Okay, I'll give you a URL or
um,
link any and you just hit on Google. Okay.
okay.
Suppose I just ask you to fill the form and
Um,
I have provided the link for it and you will just hit on it and there will be it will reflect the page of username and password and you just have to hit the login button. Okay. I'm
um,
getting my point.
ma'am.
So
If
you
you
will get the screen of username, then there is a enter the password, enter the
first.
username, and then hit the
Um,
login button. Simple page. Okay.
okay. So,
So um, how HTML and CSS plays a role here, like what they will do, how they'll contribute to form that page.
ma'am means
You know the answers as you have given all those understanding. I
I
can
will
understand. I mean,
create.
all the answers you have already provided, but I just expect the practical scenario you understand
Yes.
or not.
URL means is the endpoint, ma'am. We want to connect with servlets with form. In the form, the one attribute is action, ma'am. With the help of actions, we can access in the Google, ma'am. Means that is connected with the backend with the help of REST APIs, ma'am.
Okay. So see,
Then it will be store.
Abhishek,
It will be store on the backend also, ma'am.
see, I just expect the basic things. There is no much rocket science. I asked you login page. Okay.
Um,
So what I
um,
expect here, listen to me carefully. What I
okay.
expect here, suppose you have answered correct. There is an endpoint, URL. I totally
Um,
understand that. So what I'm asking about, what I just wanted to know your HTML and CSS knowledge in practical level.
okay. Okay.
So I try to understand the question, what the interviewer expecting from you. Focus on it first. You know the
Okay.
answers. Okay.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
firstly, I asked you HTML and CSS. Focus on these two things only. So, if there is a such a kind of a page, you can visualize it. So, how you will, the contribution of HTML in that page and the contribution of CSS in that page. So as you have already answered me for coloring, styling, we use CSS, right?
Ma'am.
Correct. So
Yes, ma'am.
I just expect simply whatever reflecting on that particular page, colors, there is styles used
Box.
are
Input
yeah,
items.
boxes. All those contributed by the CSS.
HTML
And there
says.
is a skeleton part. Yeah, there is a skeleton part which is provided by the HTML
HTML.
content or
Yes.
HTML coding you have done. Then there is a reflection of some things. I mean, HTML skeleton things in short, in a normal language, you can say, are reflecting on that page. That
Okay.
is very ground level understanding. You know it, but you just didn't understand the question actually. So,
Ma'am.
getting my point.
I getting it. I'm getting.
Okay, so almost I'm done from my end. Um, I have just basic feedback. You're good at technical. You're good at basics. Um, Yeah. And one more thing as a feedback, like suppose you're answering. So let
Okay.
interviewer speak first. That is not don't take it negatively, but if you understand the question properly, then you will be able to answer right. Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Take a pause and then answer.
Um,
Okay?
okay.
You know
Okay.
it well. Try to, you are almost confident, but try to increase that confidence as well. Because if you know the answers, you will answer it confidently. Of course, you have
Okay.
it, but still try to improve on those things. Also,
Okay.
a few questions and areas I've noted down here that you
Yes.
need to work on it.
Yes, ma'am.
Just a moment.
Okay.
Just a moment. I'm sending you in a chat box.
Um,
Hmm. Just copy it in your system. Um, these are the very, like, suppose if it is about the prepared statement, the difference between
I
statement and
I'm
prepared
not.
statement.
I know about JDBC, but I am not revised the concept, ma'am.
No
Long time
issues.
ago. That's why I not remember the statements, ma'am.
Mhm. Okay. So
And
one
React
more thing,
JS is
like,
um,
mhm. See again, you're not listening me first. So listen to me. The question is that, like, suppose these are such a points where frequently interviewer asking about these topics. So if
okay.
it is about the Docker, I don't know you have performed on it or not, but this is the most demanding concept or technology when you
Okay.
start working. Might be you start you get placed or you start working on your role, and then you will get this concept. But just I'm informing you that is very important thing in I mean important technology. You need to learn about it. Okay. So simply
Okay.
it is nothing but like suppose you have designed any code on your system, right? So any type of application you have developed in your system, in your laptop, but if you have to send it to the production or you have to send it to the your colleague or your manager, right? So there
Okay.
may be possibilities that there may be something will get changed while sharing with the colleague or the manager to the production system, right? So
Oh,
it is like an image. Okay, Docker is nothing like the image. There are so many deep things you have to learn in it, but overall shortly there is a kind of image. You'll share that image to from one system to another system, which is nothing but the Docker. So it will get sent as it is. There will be no any changes while you are sharing the your code or your application to any other person or to any other system. This is the basic scenario, basic use of Docker, but it plays a very important role in corporate or in IT. I mean in
yes.
development.
Okay.
Okay, so um, okay, and these are the few points like exception handling or one more thing you need to know. I haven't get into that deep, but still, all the Spring Boot annotation you must aware about it, as you know Spring
Okay.
Boot, as you have mentioned it in your CV. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
and secondly, um, React you have mentioned. But if you are
Um,
not, I like that fact. Like you have clearly mentioned that I don't know this. Okay, don't try to attempt fake answers. Um, I mean,
okay.
it will not impact good. And secondly, um, try to learn and work on React more so that you'll
So,
be because that is the area you don't know much about it, right?
um,
Um, yeah. So that's it. And another thing, mm, um, your study knowledge reflects in interview, but you can like excel in all aspects. I mean, in all areas, right? You're
okay.
good, but to achieve the excellence, you can work more. Okay, and
Okay.
it is if it is about the confidence, it reflects like you know the things. and you try to answer, you know it. It's just about like little bit excel on it so that that fluency, that fluent answers and that more confident will reflect in it. Fine. Anything from your end, like you want to ask any questions?
No, means how is my performance in the interview?
I've already answered you all everything.
But just I'm
Okay.
asking.
So it was almost okay. I mean, I'll say, but you can still you can achieve that excellence as you know the answers well.
Okay. Yes.
Okay, and the areas which I have told you, like React, like in detail, Spring Boot, I haven't touched it. Okay, so
Um,
Spring Boot annotations, all the logical part, it is expected in an interview. Could you please,
um,
it is done still. I just wanted to ask if it is about Spring Boot, then could you please tell me, like, I mean, there are the main, when you're designing any Spring Boot application, there are four main layers, 4 to 5 layers. What are those? And those layers, Spring Boot application will get designed. Okay, no issues. So, see, first of all, there will be the controller, there will be the I mean,
Test
model,
control.
and or we can call it is entity, or we can there is also the layer of repository, and most important is service layer.
Okay. Subs-
Okay, so there is
Um,
a business logic is comes under service layer. Okay,
um,
and controller has whatever you have mentioned right earlier in initial interview, like you have mentioned, there is a get, put, post, calls, delete, right? So all
um,
those comes under controller. You must know all those things because if you answer one question, then there will, based on the same question, you will have the next question.
um,
Be prepared accordingly. Getting my point?
um,
Okay. Otherwise everything was good. Just work on those areas which I've already told you.
um,
Fine. Thank you. You can leave.
thank, thank
Have a nice day. Yeah.
you. Have a nice day.
Thank you.